Hello guys, welcome in today's crypto technical analysis. In today's episode, as usual, we're going to do a multiple time frame analysis for the Bitcoin, and I added two altcoins, which are CHZ and, as I promised, Cardano. And it's time to update the market, I believe. We saw a decent pump in the market for the BTC, and as well as the altcoins are pumping very heavily based on a lower time frame, mid time frame, and they're getting connected to the higher time frame. However, before we start, if you guys are learning and enjoying from the contents, don't forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. First of all, I'm going to show you a recent trades that we set up between 64,500 and 63,000 based on a mid time frame. We had a short setup, and as soon as we lost $60,000, it was an exit signal from the market based on a higher time frame, and we ended up to this major support, which was at around 35,000 all the way up to $32,800. And as you can see, perfect, we reached to the lower line of the support and we started pumping. From higher time frame short, we had a 50% nearly dump in the market. And then once we reached to this target, twice, as I mentioned, that we're going to saw a pump in the market to all the way up to this 0.618, the golden pocket, and that provided 38% profit. And again, we shorted right from here all the way to this major support that provided another 25% profit. However, as soon as on the 24th of February, the Ukraine and then Russia issue, the market started panicking at around $34,000. But via Twitter, I mentioned that this major support highly likely we're going to hold and we will start pumping again. So as you can see, we played perfect within this higher time frame range, and that provided another 30% profit. However, I want to draw your attention based on a mid time frame. As soon as we reached to this level and we broke with a confirmation, the smart money, as you can see, $40,068 candle, smart money, which is a white line to the dollar we tested. I've been mentioning this in the last couple of weeks. The $40,000 and $41,000 are extremely important. So as you can see, after we broke, we came right to the dollar and we started pumping. And the market provided with the current price, we had nearly 20%. And I updated via Twitter and as well as in the recent videos that the time frames, lower time frames, 1 hour, 2 hour, confirmed the bullish signal. And as well as in the previous videos that I mentioned, 4 hour time frame already provided a bullish signal. Even though we closed the weekly time frame, we're not going to discuss the weekly time frame. I mentioned enough in the last 24 hours, especially after the weekly closed last night. I mentioned a number of times that the weekly time frame, as soon as we broke the $43,000, we exited from the weekly time frame consolidation level. However, we're just facing, right at this moment, we're just facing with a nearly high time frame, the resistance level. If we're analyzing the daily time frame, without breaking $48,000 and $52,000, daily time frame will be under the consolidation. 4 hour time frame. If we analyze the 4 hour time frame, as soon as we broke, as I mentioned, $40,000 and $41,000, 4 hour time frame went heavily under the bull's control. I added on this episode this support level, which is $44,000 and $45,000. And also I added the lower time frame support, which is going to be at around $46,000. And it may change at any time within 24 to 48 hours, this lower time frame support. Highly likely in the first place that we're going to go to this level, which is $48,000, $49,000, and we might see a rejection and correction in the market. Otherwise, I will be watching on this support box, which is going to be $45,000 and $44,000. As long as we're going to be above $44,000, then 4 hour as well as 2 hour time frames will be under the bull's control. I don't think that we need a further discussion based on the 4 hour as well as 2 and 1 hour time frames, because these time frames are heavily under the bull's control. Before we move on to further analysis, if you want to learn all these technical analysis, what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and 101 Intense Masterclass is available, where I'm going to teach you how to become a profitable trader in the market. And it only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all. And during the course, you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. Let's move on to the promise charts. So as you can see on the 25th of March that I posted, keep an eye on to the CHZ. So perfectly, literally from the bottom with a tight stop loss that we had an entry level And after this consolidation, and we broke this triangle. And as soon as we broke it, perfectly retested with this red candle, and then we started pumping all the way up to this 28 to 28.5 cents. However, the main resistance, I believe, at around 30 cents. But if you're trading based on a lower time frame and mid time frame, this is an ideal zone, I would say, to take a profit. 28.5 and 28 cents. So we reached already to the nearly target level. To be on the safe side, I would say this resistance is a take profit for me. And as soon as we entered into this position, CHZ already provided nearly 20% in less than 72 hours. So if you take it leverage 10 times 180%, 5 times 90% profit, as I said, in the less than 72 hours. Now let's move on to the promise chart. As I said, 120, 130 levels are heavy resistance and expecting a pullback from these levels. And as I promised, if we're going to get 20 likes, and I will do a proper analysis for the Cardano with the support and with the target levels. The market looks quite promising based on a lower as well as the mid time frame. If you're not following me, you can follow me via Twitter at @the_magnate. So since we posted, as you can see, the price was at around $1.18, 18 and 19 cents. So we're literally struggling at this stage to cross the lower line of this resistance. And I'm expecting from this heavy resistance, which I mentioned, 130 and 120 levels are extremely important and heavy. And I'm expecting to come all the way up to this $1 and $1.05. As soon as we saw a dump from the market, as you can see, perfect dump. I think it was a 30%, 35% dump. And again, as soon as we entered right inside this box, we exited from the green line, provided a bullish signal with a confirmation, and the mid and lower time frame started flashing a bullish signal. Even though we missed this entry from the early entry, which provided 35%, I believe. Yes, 35%. However, we've got an amazing chance. After we're going to get a rejection from this heavy resistance all the way up to this $1 and $1.07, we can have another ride to this target price one, which is ideal to take partial profit in here at around $1.40 and 45 cents. And the next one is going to be between $1.57 all the way up to $1.62. So average, I would say $1.06 is going to be the next target price. We came to an end of this episode, and if you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.